Shadowrun Hong Kong is a great way to start off your Shadowrun experience, but not a great way to end it. If you've never played a Shadowrun game before and you're interested, if you like turn-based strategy or love reading in-depth stories, if Shadowrun lore is something you can really get behind, then just get this game. Don't hold back. Have fun. But if you've played Shadowrun Returns or Shadowrun Dragonfall, you're in for a huge disappointment. Allow me to tell you why. First off, for those that don't know what Shadowrun is, Shadowrun Hong Kong is an isometric turn-based strategy game where you organize a team of mercenaries known as Shadowrunners, equip yourself with gear, and complete your missions in any number of ways, whether that be decided by going in guns blazing, or finding a way to use your skills with people or technology or what have you to get around the threat. And then of course there are some forced sequences as are necessary to push a narrative. It's the third title in the series, and the big fuck up here is that nothing has really improved since the previous title, Dragonfall, which was a standalone expansion at that. The story is very bland, and the characters are the most unrelatable, unlikable, and uninspired characters that I have seen all year in a video game. Their reasons for coming together make literally no sense, and their backstories are the most uninteresting thing that I have ever read for 60 minutes straight in my entire life. This edition of Shadowrun comes jam-packed with extra writing. Too much writing, seriously. The complete lack of voice acting in the text after 3 games now, plus the huge increase in writing that is done, makes playing Hong Kong feel like you're reading a book. It's like they heard Dragonfall had too much forced fighting and action, so they thought that fixing that meant forcing reading and only reading on us in every instance where there used to be fighting. They took one broken yet tolerable concept and did a 180 spin and broke it to a point where following the story is such a bore because you have to read a novel before you can even do a single mission. The gameplay is a little harder than the previous Shadowrun titles, which is good, considering how easy the other ones were. The downside is that there isn't actually much gameplay due to all the reading you have to do. They did sort of make new skills as well and split other skills up as a way to force you to have to use more karma and thus be weaker throughout the whole thing as well. Like, now you have to upgrade a cyberware skill, which needs your body skill raised along with it on top of having to be able to find and afford cyberware. Means that now if you want the best cyberware, you'll be spending 50 or more karma just to be able to wear it. And Shadowrun Hong Kong doesn't give you more karma to compensate for this either. The games are still exactly the same. The routine of the game is still getting to the safe zone, talking to everyone, going on a mission, coming back, talk to everyone, repeat again. And all the added reading means you'll just be spending twice as long running around the open home area as you'll be spending on missions just reading things. And the missions are filled with reading too. The animations have changed for the better in battle and for worse when you run around. Now your character running around looks a little more like a flamboyant drunk attempting to get somewhere fast. The graphics and sound effects have seen zero improvement since Shadowrun Returns. The whole game just feels like a test to see how much they could get out of the same engine and resources before they had to spend money on something new. The menus and interfaces are mostly intact, but some have been changed. The ones that have been changed include this karma screen, which dumped the easy-to-navigate scroll screen and replaced it for a different menu for every single stat. That makes for extra work to navigate your menus as a result. Overall, though, Shadowrun Hong Kong, it's fucking milk, man. Like, that's all it is. It's harebrained schemes trying to milk one last chunk of money out of what they've done for 2 games already. Those that love Shadowrun and haven't played the previous games, they'll love this, alright? It's a great first experience. Those that have played the previous games and enjoy seeing progress and upgrades out of their sequels will hate this game. I'm actually really sad to see that this is how they chose to end such a great series. With minimal effort and a bunch of regressive, air quote, fixes, Shadowrun Hong Kong gets a 3 out of 10 from me. If you found this review helpful and want to see more just like it, make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next Res Reviews.